Ever found yourself in a group project where you're pulling all-nighters, juggling tasks, and basically feeling like a one-person army? Maybe you've been in team meetings where you catch yourself zoning out, convinced that your input won't really make a difference in the grand scheme of things. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. You're experiencing a well-documented psychological phenomenon known as social loafing. And here's the kicker. It's not just you. Studies show that a large percentage of people engage in social loafing, often without even realizing it. Hello to you all, and a warm welcome to both our new viewers and our loyal community. You're tuned into Practical Pursuits HQ, the hub for anyone looking to level up their life with actionable insights and no-nonsense advice. I'm John, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on today's deep dive into the intriguing and often misunderstood world of social loafing. In this comprehensive video, we're not just scratching the surface. We're going all in to understand what social loafing is, where it originates from in the depths of human psychology, and how it manifests in both personal and professional settings. But we won't stop there. We'll also equip you with proven strategies to identify and root out this productivity killer from your life and your team's dynamics. So if you've ever felt burdened by the imbalance of group efforts, or if you've wondered how you can break free from being the weak link, you're in the right place. This video is poised to be a game changer, a catalyst for transforming how you approach teamwork and collective endeavors. So stay tuned. So, let's get to the meat of the matter. What exactly is social loafing? Well, if you've ever found yourself in a group environment and felt like it's a safe space to take a back seat, you've experienced social loafing. In layman's terms, it's the tendency for individuals to put in less effort when they are part of a group than when they are working solo. It's like this invisible psychological bubble that seems to tell you, hey, relax, there are others around. You don't have to give your 100%. But where does this puzzling behavior stem from? Psychologists and social scientists have dived deep into this, and they pin it on two key factors: motivation and accountability. When you're tackling a task alone, every action you take, every minute you spend, directly contributes to the outcome, which you are solely responsible for. In a group, however, this sense of direct accountability gets diluted. The result? The infamous thought crosses your mind: someone else will handle it, so why should I go the extra mile? Now, you might be asking, where do I usually run into this social loafing trap? It's not limited to just one or two scenarios. From school group assignments and office team projects, to community events and even sports teams. Basically, any situation where individual contributions aren't in the spotlight is fertile ground for social loafing to take root. So, why is understanding social loafing so vital? Here's the deal. The repercussions are twofold and neither is pleasant. First up, productivity takes a hit. If everyone's putting in half the effort, the output is inevitably going to be subpar. But it doesn't just end there. The second fallout is a little more insidious but equally damaging. It's the strain it puts on interpersonal relationships. When you're committed and giving your best, and you see others not doing their part, it brews resentment and tension. Over time, this erodes the sense of unity and cohesiveness within the group, making it far less effective. So, we've laid the groundwork on what social loafing is and where it's most likely to crop up. But you're probably wondering, what's ticking inside the human brain that actually sets off this chain reaction of decreased effort? Let's peel back the layers and get into the psychology of it all. First on the list are the motivational factors. You see, motivation is like fuel for the brain, and accountability is the spark that sets it ablaze. When you're operating solo, you're the pilot, co-pilot, and the entire crew. Your actions directly impact the outcome, making you keenly responsible. But introduce a group into this equation, and suddenly, that sense of accountability starts to wane. It's as if your brain tells you, there are more people here, so your individual effort won't significantly alter the final result. And boom, you're caught in the social loafing loop, exerting less effort than you otherwise would. But it doesn't stop at individual psychology. Societal and cultural factors also come into play. Let's take a look at cultural nuances for a moment. In societies that promote individualism, such as the United States, social loafing is more likely to occur. Why? Because the cultural narrative often stresses personal achievements and accolades, sometimes at the expense of group success. Contrast this with collectivist societies, where the emphasis is on maintaining group harmony and cohesion. In these settings, social loafing is less frequent, although not completely eradicated. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds theoretical. Is there any concrete evidence? Well, science has got our back here. A seminal study by Loafing, Williams, and Harkins provides a compelling case. In their experiment, participants who believed they were part of a group clapped and cheered with noticeably less enthusiasm than those who thought they were alone. This study not only confirmed that social loafing is a real and measurable phenomenon, but it also shed light on how it can be studied in a controlled setting. All right, now that we've dissected what social loafing is and dived into the psychology behind it, the next logical step is to figure out how to identify it. Whether it's manifesting in you or festering within your team, recognizing social loafing is the first step to eradicating it. The signs may not be glaringly obvious, but trust me, they're present if you look closely. You might start seeing a consistent drop in the quality of work that's turned in, missed deadlines becoming the norm, or perhaps an air of nonchalance surrounding tasks that usually demand attention and diligence. These are all warning signs that shouldn't be ignored. Another giveaway is the paradoxical performance pattern. People who consistently underperform in group settings, but seem to pull their weight just fine when they're on their own. This discrepancy is often a red flag that social loafing is at play. Now, let's get a bit introspective for a moment with a quick self-assessment. Here are some questions to ponder. Do you feel that your individual contributions are less significant in a group project compared to solo endeavors? Are you more likely to sit back and let others take the lead when in a team? Do you feel like you can get away with putting in less effort when you're part of a group? If you find yourself nodding yes to any of these questions, it might be time to reassess your approach to group work and your level of engagement. But hey, it's not just the individual's responsibility to spot social loafing. Team leaders and group members, you have a role to play here as well. Be vigilant. Observe how tasks and responsibilities are distributed within the group. If you notice that one or two individuals are carrying the lion's share of the load, that's a cause for concern. Moreover, during group discussions or meetings, be aware of who is actively contributing ideas and who appears disinterested or disengaged. These are your telltale signs that social loafing might be affecting your team's performance. If you're finding this deep dive into social loafing valuable, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button below. Your likes make a big difference and help us bring more content that empowers you to improve your life and group dynamics. All right, so you've pinpointed the presence of social loafing, either within yourself or lurking in your team dynamics. Recognizing it is half the battle, but now comes the challenging part. How do we kick this productivity dampening behavior to the curb? Let's delve into some actionable strategies. For individuals, it's time for a reset. Begin by setting personal benchmarks or mini-goals that are specific, measurable, and time-bound. These serve as your personal yardstick, helping you monitor how much you're contributing to the group effort. But don't stop there. Make your progress and your work visible within the team. Share updates, ask for feedback, and report on your mini-goals. Visibility adds a layer of accountability that can deter social loafing tendencies. Now, team leaders and team members, you have a role to play too. One effective way to combat social loafing is to break down larger, more complex tasks into smaller, individual responsibilities. This way, each member has a clearly defined role, making it easier to track contributions and hold people accountable. To further this, institute regular check-ins or status updates. These act as mini deadlines and keep the momentum going, ensuring everyone stays on track and engaged. In our modern tech-savvy era, technology can be your ally in this fight. There are several project management tools like Asana or Trello that offer real-time tracking of tasks. The interface itself serves as a constant reminder of what needs to be done, keeping everyone on their toes and reducing the room for social loafing. But what about the long term? The answer lies in a mindset shift. Cultivate an attitude that values collective success as much as individual accomplishments. Make it a point to consistently remind yourself and your team that the group's success hinges on each member pulling their weight. When this mentality becomes a habit and a part of the team culture, you'll notice a significant and lasting reduction in social loafing. We've covered a lot today, from understanding what social loafing is and its psychological underpinnings to identifying its signs and taking actionable steps to eliminate it. Remember, social loafing is not just a personal issue. It affects everyone in the group. But with the strategies we've discussed, you're now empowered to make a meaningful change. If you found this video helpful, we encourage you to take a moment to assess your own behavior and apply these strategies. You're not alone on this journey, and making these changes can significantly improve both your personal development and team dynamics. For those of you who are hooked and want to continue on this path of self-improvement, we've got an exciting video lined up that dives into the psychology of procrastination. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you've experienced social loafing? Or maybe you've successfully combated it? We'd love to hear your stories and tips. Share them in the comments section below. Don't forget to check out other enriching videos and playlists on our channel, Practical Pursuits HQ. You'll find a wealth of knowledge designed to help you in your daily life. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us today. Your growth is our mission, and we're thrilled to be part of your journey towards self-improvement. Thank you for watching. Take care.